Hey everybody, this is Dr. Rabbit from Kill Tony, episode 732. One of the most common questions I get in my DMs is, what in the world did you do to get kicked out of a Kill Tony after party? So I thought I'd hop on here and clear the air. So I was invited to an after party at Mitzi's, which is connected to Comedy Mothership. It was after an airing of Kill Tony. I show up and Red Band recognizes me right away and goes, Dr. Rabbit, we're so glad you're here. We want you to meet Tony. So I was like, all right, cool. So he leads me over to Tony. Tony gives me a hug and he was super nice and he was like, hey, I gotta talk to some people real quick. Can you wait right here? And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm standing there like awkwardly scrolling on my phone because I don't know a single person here, and not a whole lot of people recognized me. Heidi recognized me and came up and said hi, but other than that, not a whole lot of people recognized me. So I'm just standing there awkwardly, and security comes up and they go, why are you just standing here? And I explained to them that Tony told me to stand here, but I think he forgot about me. And they say, okay, cool. You need to go stand over there. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. So as I'm walking to the other side of Mitzi's, a person dressed as an old lady who I thought was a trans lady drops a glass and it shatters all over the place. So then a bartender like hurries out and tells me I can't move until they pick up the glass. And so now I'm in this weird circumstance to where security's telling me to go over there, the bartender's telling me I can't move, so I'm just standing there again awkwardly. Well, then Tony walks over to us to give the person that I thought was a trans lady shit for dropping the glass, and the bartender cleans it all up. And then security comes back and they say, you are not where we told you to go. And I go, no, 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 you don't understand. A trans lady dropped a glass and it broke and shattered all over the place, and the bartender told me to stay put. They look at me like I'm crazy and they go, there is no trans lady here. And I go, no, 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 you don't understand. There really was one, and she dropped the glass and it broke all over the place. And they look at me again and they go, there is no trans lady. You need to leave. And so then they escorted me out. Now, looking back, I have since learned that this trans lady was actually Adam Ray dressed as an old lady character. So if you go back and watch Kill Tony, you will see an episode where he dresses like an old lady. So the whole time when I kept saying the trans lady broke the glass, security was indeed correct. There was no trans lady. It was Adam Ray the whole time, and I did not realize it. So Comedy Mothership slash Mitzi's 1, Dr. Rabbit 0. I was mortified at the time, but looking back at the funny story, I've since talked to Tony. He said, all is good. You're invited back to Mothership or Mitzi's at any time. So I can just look back on it and laugh now.